Let's enjoy the flowers of Epcot before the coronavirus shutdown. Hi everyone, it's Herb from World of Walt. I am coming to you live from Epcot at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. A sunny, beautiful Saturday. Epcot is all decked out, ready for the Flower and Garden Festival, but things are changing quickly here. The park will be shutting down after operations on Sunday evening and will be shut down until the end of the month. So I thought it's a good opportunity to check out what's going on, share with you a little bit of the festivities, even though they are going to be coming to a close soon. So thanks for joining me. Diana, good morning to you. Welcome to Epcot. We are walking through the entrance area here where there's still plenty of construction walls all around, but the park is decked out for the Flower and Garden Festival. Actually, it looks really nice. Plenty of flowers planted here in the new entrance area. Big, bold colors. Looks pretty good. Mary asked, how are the crowd levels? So when I came in this morning, well, actually not too long ago, this afternoon, the parking lot was, I'd say, half empty. So sometimes it's hard to tell. It is a huge lot. Part of it was not being used, and part of it was sort of getting filled up. So also the wait at the turnstile or the touch point was very short as well. So my guess is that these next few days are going to be very quiet as people are heading home. Sharon said left the day before it started. Brittany, good morning to you in sunny Raleigh, North Carolina. Thanks for joining me here at Epcot. Good to see you. Janet, good morning. This area of Epcot is a ever-changing maze of construction walls. So the area directly behind Spaceship Earth is now completely shut off, and you are directed either to the left or to the right. So just for the fun, we'll take the path over here on the left, so we'll go by the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a bright sunny day here, about 82 degrees, gonna get up to 88. Really a beautiful day, nice one to be out here. Sue, hello to you, and Mandy, good morning. Welcome to Epcot. My broadcast started a little later than usual today, but still glad that I get the opportunity to be here. Brian says, thanks for the videos. You're welcome, Brian. Scott says, isn't everything closed, or aren't the parks closed? Not quite yet. So Disney World has announced that tomorrow, Sunday, the 15th, I think it is, Sunday, is going to be the last day of operation for the month. Disneyland, I believe, closed down yesterday and is no longer open. So we still have today and tomorrow to visit the 4 parks here at Walt Disney World, and then they too will be shut down. What I've heard so far in the announcements is that the resort hotels will stay open, although I'm sure Disney is probably still working on the details of that, just what it's going to look like, as well as Disney Springs will be open as well. Donna, good morning to you. Sue says, loves the Disney Fix. Happy to bring it to you. It'll be my last parks broadcast for at least a few weeks, as Disney has announced all the parks at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando will be shut down. But we'll see how things play out. If things seem stable and safe, it may give me an opportunity to go and visit some of those resorts on Saturday mornings that I just have not done. Eric, good morning to you. Hi, Ron. Said he's going to miss the broadcast when the park's closed. I'm going to miss them as well. It's a Saturday morning tradition for me. So over here on the left, this new entrance into the heart of Epcot now gives us a brand new view of Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind. Building is coming together on the exterior. Looks really good. New color scheme. Still a lot of work to go though, so that one's not going to be with us for a while, but it's exciting to see all the change here. Greta said, why all the walls? This is a park in the midst of a major transformation. So Disney in the past few years has focused on Hollywood studios. That park is really very different than it was just 4 or 5 years ago. And over the next couple of years, Epcot is going to get the same treatment with a major reworking of the attractions and the layouts in this park. This spot to our left is a prime example of that. This was Ellen's Energy Adventure, or the Universe of Energy as I always like to call it. And now it's being transformed into Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. You can see the building has still got gaping holes in the front as it has been reworked significantly. It's interesting that you can see the spots where I believe the solar cells will return to the top of the building So a lot of change in this section of the park. Beyond these construction walls, the old health pavilion will become the play pavilion. So many changes. Very interesting time. Test Track is back up and rocking after its refurbishment, so it's nice to hear that running. Although I don't hear it running at the moment, but I have seen it going earlier this week. Chris said a walk around Wilderness Lodge would be great. That's a good idea. That is a beautiful resort, one of my favorites actually. Guy, good morning to you in the UK. Thanks for being here, or afternoon to you. Afternoon here as well, I guess. Over to the right, we can see the temporary home of Mouse Gear. So the permanent home has been shut down for several weeks now, maybe a couple months even. You can even see through the building over to Imagination, which before would have been blocked by the walls of Mouse Gear. So a new temporary Mouse Gear spot. Cindy said, glad that I came on today. Enjoys the Saturday videos, I think was a message. Thank you for that. Gary, hello to you. Glenna says, looks forward to traveling through the parks on Saturday. Thank you for that. I'm happy to bring it to you. Looks like maybe Test Track is down. I don't see the standby times, and I don't hear the cars going past. It was up earlier this week, so maybe there's a technical issue going on over there at Test Track. It's unfortunate. Tina's going to be here in November. Lindsay said, I'll need a little bit of Disney today. You know, I was thinking the same thing. These are crazy times that we live in with so many things getting shut down, including Disneyland, Walt Disney World, the Disney Cruise Lines, all the Disney parks worldwide, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, top of schools and sports events. So I figured, well, I've got an opportunity. I'm going to come out and check out what's happening here at Epcot. This new walkway right here looks very nice. These poles on either side are illuminated at night, give it a unique look. Lynn said, had to cancel a trip starting on, I think, Tuesday or Thursday. Lynn, I'm sorry to hear about that. I know this is a major disruption for lots of folks. I can only imagine the amount of rescheduling and reworking that so many guests and Disney itself is going to have to go through to address the situation. So, crazy times. Carrie says, live it up for all of us. I'm happy to be here today, share with you a little bit of what's going on here at Epcot. Oh, wait, it's not. David, good morning to you. Danielle from Nova Scotia, how's it going? It's a bright sunny day. It's actually a little hard to see the comments, but I'm trying to catch them as they go by. Please keep them coming. I always appreciate chatting with everyone back and forth. So this is an especially beautiful spot here at Epcot during the Flower and Garden Festival. See if we can take a look at the flower beds here, which look just amazing. I always enjoy checking out the flowers. Always thankful I'm not the guy pulling the weeds too. Todd says, is all of Disney World closed? So tomorrow will be the last day of operation for the parks. So the Magic Kingdom, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Animal Kingdom will all be shutting down after operations tomorrow, Sunday. The word right now is that the resorts will continue to stay open and at Disney Springs, the shopping area will continue to stay open. We'll see, though. This is a fast-changing situation. Oh, it's nice to see the monorail go by. It's a nice view. Brooks says, loves the Flower and Garden Festival. Eric, good afternoon to you as well. So back over here on our right, we look towards Spaceship Earth, and these construction walls have moved out recently as this area is really shut down. A lot of tear down happening, and the construction of the new Celebration Pavilion is going to be opening up there. It's great to see all the flowers out for the Flower and Garden Festival. As always, Disney's done a great job with all the topiaries and the flowers. Look beautiful. Nancy says, enjoy for us. Definitely will do so. A very tall Goofy there. Looks great. Plus Mickey and Minnie. flower beds look really nice. Nice view looking back here at Spaceship Earth. We Shared says, here's the shameless plug. Okay, this week you get the award for prompting the shameless plug for this Pin of the Month Club. If you want a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every month, even when you can't get to Disney World, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Looks like the water fountain play area here is shut down, but we will peek over here at the flower beds that are lining this area in front of Imagination. It's really nice. Beautifully done. Jean said, very pretty. Brooke calls it cool. Looks really nice here. Brenda says, loves the flowers. Me too. Looks beautiful. Jeffrey says, wonder if they're going to extend Flower and Garden. Interesting question. Now that I've heard of so far, my guess is it's a little bit hard to extend it because it gets pretty hot and hard to maintain the flowers. Michelle, mornings with Herb are the best way to socialize this weekend. Thank you for that. We have an automatic social distancing going on here. And because the park is not too busy, it's easy to sort of keep your distance. So it's amazing here that this crowd level on a Saturday, especially during one of the first weekends of a festival. Actually, Disney had planned a family media day, so media folks could come and enjoy the Flower and Garden Festival with their families, and very understandably they canceled that for today. I've got to imagine that the folks at Disney are working night and day to deal with all of the disruptions caused by the cancellations and the coronavirus. Topiaries look great this year, a lot of returning topiaries. Flower beds look good as well. Natalie, hello to you. Thanks for being on here. It's a very, very bright day. Try to catch some of the comments, but sometimes they're a little hard to get just because it is so bright. Even though I've got the brightness turned up on my phone. Seems like my phone doesn't want to be super bright today. Donald and Daisy topiaries look great. The flower beds as well. Huey, Dewey, and Louie doing some gardening in the background. Looks good. Susan says, please try to do a resort video walk around. That's something I may do. Thomas, hello to you. So depending on what the situation looks like over the upcoming weeks with the park shut down, it may be a good opportunity for me to go and check out the resorts. That's something I have not done as much of recently. I got a vote for Wilderness Lodge, which is good. Not sure if the Skyliner is going to continue to operate. My guess is that it will, because it does not end up inside any park. Maybe the line to and from Hollywood Studios might be shut down. But some of those connecting to resorts may still be open. Jean says, loves the topiaries. They do look really good. Hi, Russ Reeves. Thanks for being here on the broadcast. Nice to see you. Lori says, loves Epcot. Says, stay safe and well. Thank you. That is my prayer for all of us, too. Gary's voting for Port Orleans. Debbie's voting for Disney Springs. So that's good. I'd love to hear what everyone would like to see over the next few weeks, assuming that things are safe and I can still get out. But the parks are closed. What spots at Disney World outside of the parks might you want to see? Disney Springs, Port Orleans, or votes that I've seen, Wilderness Lodge, or votes that I've seen. Bill, good morning to you. We're going to continue our walk around World Showcase. A little bit more crowded back here because this is where a lot of the fun of the Flower and Garden Festival happens, especially with the food booths. It's about lunchtime and the smells are really nice. Amy's voting for the Polynesian and the Water Parade. Good idea. John's saying Wilderness Lodge. Kelly, Caribbean Beach. Okay, all great examples, or great suggestions, excuse me. Ron's voting for Fort Wilderness. That's a good idea. I've not been to Fort Wilderness in a while, especially since the construction of the new resort going on there and the move of the Tri-Circle D Ranch. So a good place to check out. Canada Pavilion's looking beautiful today. Jason says Chef Mickey's is his vote. Went there for the first time on January 1st and really enjoyed it. A bit of an expensive undertaking, but the food was beyond my expectation. A really great buffet. And I feel like I got my money's worth. Let's take a peek over the flowers here in the Canada section of the pavilion, or the Canada section of World Showcase. This part of World Showcase always looks good. The Canada gardens are always beautiful, but especially during Flower and Garden Festival. Looks really nice. Brooke says Polynesian or Caribbean beach. Isabella, Port Orleans, Riverside. That's a good one. Bruce asked whether any marketing contacts might be able to allow us to see the parks while closed. My guess is that would be tough, but it's an interesting idea. I don't know for sure. I've not read anything or received any official confirmation, but it would not surprise me if Disney is going to use this time during the park shutdown to maybe do some maintenance, take care of some things that are hard to take care of during the day and when parks are in normal operation. Just a guess. Jan said everything looks beautiful. Sure does. Mike says getting ready for a 2-week paid vacation. A lot of people are going to have some extra time at home, I think. I was actually speaking to a cast member yesterday. I've heard Disney made the formal announcement that cast members will continue to get paid. And I asked what that might mean for him personally, and he said plans for him, he'll still be working. Resorts are going to be open, Disney Springs are going to be open, so there will be other places to work. And as I said, maybe Disney will take advantage of this shutdown time to do some maintenance, stocking, cleanup that can't otherwise happen. Nice view here out on World Showcase Lagoon. Glennis is voting for Caribbean Beach. Brenda says anything Disney is awesome. Thanks for that. Kimberly, Animal Kingdom Lodge. Great idea. It's very nice here. Gail said Orlando is 83 degrees. That it is. It's a beautiful day. The sun is out nice and strong, but there's a great wind. Feels really good. Kathy's going to miss the time. Thank you, Kathy. I really appreciate that. If it's possible, I will continue to do some broadcasts from non-park locations, but I'm going to play that by ear week by week, so please stay tuned. Fun time to visit the parks. Flower and Garden Festival season. Here's a great topiary of Miss Piggy. And here's also a really good one too, Kermit. This is a great topiary. Looks really nice. Okay, Mike says transportation will still run with a modified route. Good to know. Kathy asks if it's quiet. I would say much quieter than you would typically see on a beautiful, beautiful weekend at the start of the Flower and Garden Festival. Yeah, so crowd levels are definitely down, that is for sure. Diane says, will the boat rides be operational? I think that was the question. My guess is that Disney may end up modifying some of the transportation schedules, especially since so many of them are designed to bring people to and from the parks. Tom's voting for Disney Springs. Good idea. A couple more topiaries over here with Pooh and Rabbit. Also very nice. We're going to continue our stroll around World Showcase. We'll make our way towards the American Adventure, where we'll probably wrap things up. I love how music changes as you move from country to country. Very cool. Annette also says loves the music. Oh, we have the same thought at the same time. Susan says Disney Springs is a lot of fun. I agree. I definitely hope to make some visits there. More topiaries over here. Let's take a look at Captain Hook and Peter Pan. A little hard to see since it's dark in this spot because of the tree. Amanda says, thanks for going live. Happy to do it. Amy says, walking around the Boardwalk Resort. That's a great idea. A lot of fun things to see and do there. Kathy says, looks very beautiful. Kathy, I agree. This is a great time to be here. The weather is just near picture perfect. Looks really nice. Leanne, hello to you. Says everything looks beautiful. Parks are in great shape. Even though there is so much construction happening here around Epcot, especially in the front of the park in Future World, what we currently call Future World, soon to be split up into a different set of neighborhoods. Robert says, votes for a tourist celebration. Robert, that's an interesting idea. It's my hometown. Might be able to take everyone for a little walk around the downtown area. It's a good idea. Phil is in the house. Hey, Phil, I hope you're doing well. Gotta imagine this is a very busy time for you. I hope you're doing well. Mike says, everything is business as usual until Sunday. This is true, so today and tomorrow, parks will be open as normal, even though they are a little bit quieter than usual. Donna says, take us out to lunch at the resort. Okay, this is a good idea. Leanne says, this is some favorite music. It's really fun to just pick up the ambiance on how everything changes as you move from spot to spot here. France Pavilion is a hub of activity these days, getting ready for the opening of Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, scheduled for sometime this summer. Will be fun to see. Beryl says, thanks for going live today. Makes her Saturday. Thank you for that, Beryl. Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone for tuning in as well. Really wanted to come and share with everyone what the parks look like today, this day before the month-long or at least several week-long closure of the parks due to the coronavirus. Kathy asked if I live in Celebration. I do, actually. She said her daughter lives there as well. I mean, might be neighbors. I'm going to cut through here and take a quick peek at one of the newer topiaries, which is Remy, which looks very nice. It's always cool to see these posters here. Yeah, something else we can see here is the sign for Ratatouille. Let's take a walk a little bit closer. So you can't really get up to it right now, but the entrance archway, complete with the attraction name, is in place now. Includes a banner that says opening the summer of 2020. So this is a relatively new construction project that just wrapped up. Hello, Tina from Gulfport, Mississippi. Nice to see you. French Garden here looks great. Let's walk around and take a quick peek at Remy. Several really nice topiaries here in the France Pavilion. Remy, which is new, I believe, or at least fairly new. And Beauty and the Beast, which is returning. Looks great. Brett said with the shutdown, he wouldn't be surprised if some things opened earlier than it was scheduled. That's a good point. Disney's got kind of an unplanned but unique opportunity here to do some things a bit differently while the crowds are gone. Okay, Remy looks really good. He's got a great look on his face. And over here at Beauty and the Beast topiary, a returning one. It's very beautifully done. I really like the style that they use for the faces of the human princesses. Very beautiful. Ted says, thank you. We're going to miss the videos. Thank you for that, Ted. I appreciate it. Stay tuned. I do try to post each Friday evening my plan for the next Saturday. That goes to both Facebook and Instagram. And I'll continue to do that. So we'll see how things unfold here over the upcoming weeks, whether or not I can continue to do broadcasts. At the moment, my plan is on Saturday mornings I will continue to do some broadcasts, which of course will not be in the parks because they'll be shut down, but maybe resorts, maybe Disney Spring, Springs, we'll check it out. Mary Ellen says, thanks very much. Views are adorable. It really is a wonderful time to come and visit here, if the parks are open. Crazy times, though. Linda says, loves the French pastries. Me too. Everything in there looks so delicious and tastes good too. I could spend a little bit too much time and money and calories there, but the pastries are wonderful. Kathy says, loves the flowers of the Flower and Garden Festival. It's a great time to visit. It's not too hot, definitely warm. It feels like springtime here in Florida for sure. We're probably 83 or 84 today, going up to maybe 88. Sun is out, but we have a little bit of breeze. It's a great day. Dawn says, thanks for the walk around today. Appreciate that. Thank you, Dawn. That's very kind of you. Michael from Beaumont, Texas, thank you for joining. Kathy says, the macaroon ice cream sandwich. Oh, the ice cream place at France. Very good stuff. Scott from Margate, Florida. Scott, thanks for joining. A little live tour all around Disney's Epcot. We started off at the front where the ever-changing construction walls routed us to the left, where we went by the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster construction, the temporary mouse gear. Now we went into World Showcase, hang a right. Got to check out Canada, France, a little bit of Moroccan action going on. We'll slip by Japan and make our way over to the American Adventure. Mike says, favorite viewing spot for Illuminations. I think one of the best is, well, I guess actually, if you pay for a dessert party, then you really get the primo spots. But if you're looking for a non-paid spot, the bridge between France and the UK is a really good spot. That one tends to book up or fill up rather, but that's a spot I would recommend. Shawnee says, thanks for the Disney fix. Shawnee, you're welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. Stacy, hello to you from cold Manchester in the UK. Happy to bring a little bit of Florida and Disney fun to you today. Kathy said the sushi is good. Yes, Disney has surprisingly quite a few great spots for sushi. One of the spots that I really enjoy, which you might not consider or think of first for sushi, is Splitsville, the bowling alley at Disney Springs. Really nice sushi selection there. Easy for me to say. Susan's voting for egg rolls. Ashley says trip after next week got canceled. Ashley, I'm sorry to hear that. I know a lot of people have been impacted by the coronavirus. It is a very interesting time that we live in, so pray everyone will be safe. Robert says, is Disney going to be donating food to the homeless? I don't know, actually. It's an interesting question. I've got to imagine that as they were making plans, they started to think about their supply chains and what they're going to do, since they feed tens of thousands of people every single day. So all of that purchasing is going to have to stop. They're going to have to figure out what to do with what they've got. Betty says, love going to Disney World each Saturday with me. Betty, thank you for that. I'm really happy to be able to bring this to you. And I'm very thankful that you and others tune in. It's because you do that that I get some special opportunities for the nice folks at Disney Media Relations. It's your watching, it's your comments, it's your likes, especially the shares. It's been a huge blessing to me, so thank you for that. Craig's voting for the Pearl Factory. That is a lot of fun. I have done that experience with my daughter. And in the Japan Pavilion especially, they make it a lot of fun. Jamie says, Disneyland is donating their food to Second Harvest Food Bank. Good to know. Thank you. Michelle says, thanks for bringing us a normal afternoon. You know, I'm happy to do that. I thought about whether I should bypass today's broadcast, but, you know, life does go on even in these difficult times, and I wanted to be able to share with everyone what was happening here. And honestly, I just wanted a chance to chat with everyone here too, because that's something I really enjoy. Some great Orange Bird merchandise here. These orange bird ears are awesome. Check that out. And orange bird shirt. Fun stuff. Cheryl says hopes it gets back to normal by May. I hope so as well. Hopefully this time will pass quickly. All right, I'm going to actually walk up here to the new barbecue spot in the American Adventure. Looks like the smoker is going, which creates great smells and draws people in. Had a chance to check out the barbecue myself. I think the day it opened, or maybe the day after it opened. Good stuff. Jill said, glad I did this today. Thank you, Jill. Appreciate that. David said we need some normalcy. Thank you. Beryl also said, glad I did the broadcast. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate the encouragement. Scott's going to be here May 23rd and 24th. Hope you have a great trip. Ron says, thanks for not bypassing the broadcast. It's very much appreciated. Thank you, Ron. Mary Ellen says, Orange Bird reminds her of being a kid in the 70s. That is a fun character. Actually, I'm glad to see Orange Bird coming back. All right, so the smoker is hard at work today, putting out some wonderful aromas, cooking up the food that's going to be served here inside the Regal Eagle Smokehouse. I came by the smoker one evening when it was not operating, but you could still feel the heat coming off of it. Very, very fun addition to the park. Robert said, at least we have this in the Pin of the Month Club. There you go, Robert. This is true. I will be doing some shopping for the Pin of the Month Club today, trying to get some extra shopping in, actually, because, well, my source of pins, which are these parks, are going to be shut down for a while. But I think all will be well with the Pin of the Month Club. Fortunately, I buy ahead, so assuming everything clears up in upcoming months, I think all will be good. Lisa says, what's with the Orange Bird? Orange Bird was a character created for the opening of Walt Disney World by the citrus growers. And due to some controversies, which I won't get into, Orange Bird went away for many years and is now back, so it's kind of fun to see. Carlos said, are the concerts still on this weekend? My understanding is that it's pretty much business as usual for the parks. I don't know, though, about the Flower Power concerts for the next several days. If you're in the parks, I would definitely check the Times Guide or talk to a cast member because things have been changing very quickly here. Leanne says, are they really cooking meat in the smoker or is it just for show? I think they may actually use it to cook. I believe so, but actually I'm not 100% sure on that. Bruce says, seeing the smoker, yeah, feels hungry. You know, seeing it definitely makes you hungry. Smelling it makes you double hungry. This fountain out here in front of the American Adventure is fun. And we have a duck who's taking advantage of it to take a little bath. Kind of fun. All right, everyone, I think that's going to wrap it up. Oh, Katie says, am I going to be doing an April limited availability coronavirus t-shirt? No, actually, I hadn't planned to do that. That's interesting. I need to sort of think ahead to what I'm going to do for next month. I did release the t-shirt last week. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I guess it was last week. For this month, it's a shirt for Disney's Hollywood Studios. If you haven't checked it out, go to worldofwaltstore.com. I was actually really happy with how the design worked out. All right, everyone, thanks for joining me on this stroll around Epcot. I appreciate your being here. I pray that all of you will be safe and the upcoming weeks will not be so disruptive. This is a very interesting time in our country and our world. So I pray that you all will be well. Stay tuned to Facebook and Instagram. I'll let you know about the plans for upcoming weekends. As of right now, when the parks are closed, I'm still planning to do broadcasts if it's safe and if facilities are open. Kathy says, stay well. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. All right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the great conversation. Until next time, God bless.